What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video on the Winning Mentality YouTube channel. Today we've got something slightly different for you. We're going to be doing something in conjunction with a site that I write for, Prost International. What Prost International are doing is curating a bracket of 32 non-league teams with the best names. So we've got nothing really going on in this time of isolation. So what best than to judge teams by their names? And today we're going to start with one of the greatest ones I've heard, Billingham Synthonia, the only club in Britain named after a fertiliser. I'm going to hand you over now to Dave Dickson of Billingham Synthonia, who'll chat you through a bit of their history and what their future will look like. Take it away, Dave.
Thanks, Chris. Yes, the club's got a long history. They were formed in 1923, so they're coming up to the centenary in the next couple of years. Their name actually comes from an agricultural fertiliser called synthetic ammonia. Was a product, or one of the main products of the company who was their partner for decades, a huge company, ICI. They initially played in the South Bank District League in the 1920s. They moved on to the Teesside League in the 1930s. They had some success in that league. I think they won the league in the 30s and they won the League Cup. Billingham then moved on to the Northern League in 1945. They played out of a ground which was part of the sports complex at ICI called Molasses Lane. And in 1952, they were the home team, or the hosts, if you like, to the first floodlit game to take place in Northern England. And then in 1958, they had a move to Central Avenue, which was, in non-league terms, a pretty famous ground. It had the largest cantilever stand at the time. It held 2,000. And their first game there was against Bishop Auckland, resulting in a 2-2 draw, I think it was. But they got the club record attendance on that day, 4,200. They won the league in the 50s, the Northern League. I don't know exactly which year, but they won it in the 50s. And they won it twice back-to-back in the late 80s, 89 and 90. They've had the odd relegation. They've generally bounced back up straight away. I think they were relegated maybe about 2016. Where they hit maybe bounced straight back, but then came back down again. And then I think the ground was in some disrepair at Central Avenue. I think the club was in danger of falling. Jamie Pollock, an ex-Middlesbrough footballer, he came on board, kind of rescued them, and is now club chairman as it happens. So the club now, for the time being at least, plays out of the Norton Sports Complex, which is around about 3 or 4 miles away from Billingham. Got a lease there, I think, to take us through to the end of 2 more years' time. So with a view to trying to get a new ground back in Billingham over that 2-year period. But a huge club in Northern League, in non-league terms, and they've been in the first round of the FA Cup on 7 occasions, never actually getting beyond the first round, but nonetheless quite an achievement, really. So yeah, that's a little bit about the history of the club. Yeah, thanks, Chris. So I took over as manager 1 year ago, last summer. There's a chap recently I've taken on, a player coach, if you like, a chap called Leon Carlin, and I've also got another coach called Rhys Greenwood. So a successful first season, I would say. I think we had the youngest average age squad in the league, actually by some distance. We finished fourth. Well, I say we finished fourth. Who knows where we would have finished? There was still another 8 games to go, and we'd won 8 of our last 9 league games. So I would have fancied us. We had a lot of momentum behind us, although we did manage to lose the last one. But I would have fancied us finishing in the top 4 and getting promoted. But anyway, that's gone now. So our ambition at the club is strong. We want to take the club significantly further up the pyramid system than where we are at the moment. That means promotions, getting out of the Northern League, hopefully over the, it would be ambitious to say the next 2 seasons, but I see no reason why not, to be honest. I think we're building a very strong squad this season to, as far as I'm concerned, do the business in the Northern League Second Division, which, as far as I'm concerned, means winning that Second Division and having a deep run in the FA Vars. The young lads that I've got are a year older. They'll be that a little bit more streetwise, if you like, for certain occasions. So, and we're making some, good strong additions to the squad as well. With regards to the club, it's really good at the moment. So Jamie's been working hard on pulling the academy together. It was their first season, this season gone. That strengthened up significantly now. So the academy, including the facilities, everything at the training grounds really starting to come together. So the idea is that, you know, there will be an academy that's linked to the team, and I will, you know, I'm a strong believer in, you know, bringing young talent through. So I'll be using players as often as I can from that academy setup to complement the squad as we go through the season. With a view to pushing kids on, if they're going to, you know, progress faster than we can as a team, I'm happy to let them go and kick on and play at a higher level. Hopefully I can keep the team moving up and keep pace with the guys who are doing well anyway. So as a club, it's very ambitious, you know. That you've only, well, if you look at the clubs like the likes of Salford, very different example, I suppose, because they were very strongly backed financially. It's going to be a different way for us. We will be relying on the better of the youth talent and working hard with that over the years. But again, I've never really failed yet with regards to working with young guys. I had the national champions from an under 16 point of view as kids, and I think, you know, coupled with a good experienced spine, which is what we're getting in place now, I think we'll go flying. And like I say, there's no real limit on what I see as where can we get to. I wouldn't want to say, oh well, we'll get out of the Northern League and that's it. I want us to kick on a fair bit higher than that. I'm a realist as well. Clearly it will be something to do within successive seasons, but that's what we're certainly aiming for. So yeah, the next few years is going to be an exciting time, and certainly as we build towards the club's centenary in 2 years' time, we definitely need to be higher up the pyramid by then, and we definitely need to be in a much stronger position with regards to moving back into our own ground, if you like, back in Billingham. So yeah, that's a little bit about where the club has been and where the club wants to go to.
Thank you very much for Dave Dickson for contributing to the channel. I really do appreciate it, and we hope at Winning Mentality and Prost International that when the new season starts, Billingham Synthonia will succeed. That's the first episode and the first profiling of a non-league club with a fascinating name, and we will see you next time.